Hi, this is 365A21 and this is a bit of an interesting video. It is kind of a review and kind of promotion for the series Love Pistols by Tarako Kotobuki. It was originally published by Blue, I think from 2004 to 2006, and they published 5 volumes, so the first 5 in the series, and then it was a license save, a rescue. It is now published by SuBLime in digital format. They don't have any print copies, so if you would like a print copy, if you are a print copy collector, then you're going to have to try and go for the Blue titles, and there are only 5. With SuBLime though, you do get the opportunity to download PDF, and so you can take it with you whatever device you're using. So I would recommend that you get the SuBLime titles. I have, I think, both. Maybe there's one that I haven't got, or one of these, maybe like the second or the third volume, and I've read it in print rather than actual getting. So I might have to get 1 or 2 more from SuBLime, but I think I have most of them, and that's because they have continued the series on. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about what Love Pistols is and why it's really pertinent to just now. So Love Pistols was originally published as Sex Pistols in Japanese, and I think they had to rename it because obviously there's a punk rock band from late 70s, early 80s that has the same name, so they didn't want to have any kind of issues with it, so they've renamed it Love Pistols. Also, it makes it a little bit easier to place in shops unless you want the word sex all over the place. So it's a little bit of an interesting story if you haven't come across it before. There is a 2 OVA series in animation as well. You can go and watch that. It is a little bit explicit, but not overly so. It does have one of my favourite voice actors in it, the same person who does the voice acting for Sakata Gintoki from Gintama. He plays one of the parts, so I really enjoy listening to him when I'm watching the anime. And I think I've watched it numerous times. I have no idea how many times I've watched it, and so I kind of can like sing along with the Japanese tune as well, which is really, really sad, but there you go. That's, I guess, just how I am now these days. Anywho, Love Pistols, if you don't know, is kind of an odd story. It imagines that everyone has been descended from animals. Of course, we as humans have evolved from monkeys, whereas there are actually humans walking around who have evolved from other animals, and therefore their other animal forms they still have a connection to. So they're Madararui, I think that's how you pronounce it. So the person on the front cover there, he has a cat, a big cat, as a sort of ancestor, and there are all kinds of animals that they have as ancestors. So you can see a little snake and a bear, other big cats, birds as well. So there are lots of different animals, and it just so happens that if you're a monkey, if you're descended from the monkeys, you have no idea that these other forms of humans exist, or that you have a soul spirit or a soul animal within you. You see no evil, you hear no evil, you speak no evil, so you don't know anything about it. Apparently we're all very stupid if you're from the monkeys. If you're from one of the other animals, you're much more in touch with your animal side. There is a hierarchy to this system, depending on how fertile you are, and so you're described as heavy seeds, middle seeds. There is also a return to ancestry, and that's one of the main characters. So this poor boy who gets, I think, into some sort of accident, a sort of car crash or something, and by going through this process he ends up realizing that he is a return to ancestry, or something like that, which is this weird cat monkey hybrid. So I don't know if he has some sort of obviously monkey heritage, but also cat heritage, and so he ends up this little hairy animal thing, and I'm not entirely sure what it is, but apparently he's very fertile. And so all of the other Madararui, or whatever you pronounce it as, want to get with him. So it's all very, very sexual and very, very silly, but also very touching and moving as well at times. So it's very episodic. There are different characters, they all interact, they all mix and mingle, because these animal, the society is hierarchical and very sociable, and it's all about making sure you carry on to the next generation. But there are little moments where some of the characters really make connections and emotional connections. It's all about love as well in the end. It's boys love, that's what it's supposed to be about. Anyway, for some strange and inexplicable reason, I really do like this series. It's silly, it makes no sense, and I'm completely involved. And I'm especially grateful to SuBLime for rescuing it. If in any way my inane ramblings have convinced you to go and get it, great news. On the 28th, I think, of January 2020, Volume 10 will be released by SuBLime. So that is why I'm making this little video. I have all of the new ones from SuBLime, and I will be, of course, purchasing Volume 10 the same day that it comes out. I'm so excited. Last year in January, I read all of these and all of the SuBLime titles, and then for some strange reason in January this year I thought, you know what, just do it again. And I've reread all of these titles and the SuBLime titles I have as well. I just find it so entertaining and so easy to read. It is a very odd title though, so I can't really recommend it to everyone. Not everyone will like this kind of title. But if you like interesting, weird, slightly kooky boys love, then this is definitely it. This is odd. This is strange. If you want to, go and watch the OVAs. They're on YouTube. Just help yourself. Because I doubt anyone's actually able to buy it on DVD unless you actually go to somewhere like Mandarake in Osaka or Tokyo and get a copy second hand. I don't think they sell it anymore. So yeah, go and watch it, and if that seems interesting and funny, then go and get the titles, because they have another one out soon in January 28th. Go to SuBLime's website and have a wee read. They do give you a couple of pages to have a wee sample of, so I think you could go and have a read of the first volume and see if it's up your street or not. Tarako Kotobuki's amazing work, Love Pistols, Volume 1 all the way through to very soon to be released Volume 10. I'm very excited. Maybe I'll do a wee review afterwards. So, a very strange video from me. It's a review / recommendation / promotion. Go buy it. It's great.